my friends, happy Monday night. Glad to be here. I'm sure that you're kind of filtering in. It doesn't always go quickly to Facebook, but it's coming. It's coming. I've been talking to you about how much fun it is to just make cards with just paper, stamps, and ink, and sometimes adding a die or two. Tonight we're going to be using paper, stamps, and ink and our die cut machine and the sweet little dies that go with. It's a bundle, and I'll share all the links later, so don't worry about that now. Just watch. We're going to be doing the Excellent Egg collection. It's a bundle for Easter, but it could also be spring. It doesn't have to be Easter. It's bunnies. Oh, good. It says we're connected. The other thing that I might use is, no, I am using, it's the Be Mine paper. Be Mine? Yes, the Be Mine Designer Series paper. And I used it a lot already because I just love it. And we used it for Valentine's Day, but we're using it tonight for our cards. So we are going to get right to work, because if you look at my desk, you're going to see I'm in the middle of a lot. So let me bring you on down. I have not completed a card yet. I wanted to bring you here and we would do it together. So I have my mini Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. I have some of my stamps set up already. Oh, I need this one too. Let me get this one on a block. I'm thinking I'm going to use a Thinking of You, right? I've got my stamp and seal ready. Oh, let me show you some of the assortment of papers too that we get to pick from. So this is that pack I was talking about, the Be Mine. And you're thinking, all right, it's all bees, really? I'll show you how we're going to use that. But the other side is really good too. The other side is some really great colors. I love this one. Very springy. I didn't use these tonight, but look at these choices, you know? Like, just because it was, well, Valentine's Day is come and gone, that's okay. We still love all these. Remember, when you look at your pattern paper on the back, the reason I love Stampin' Up is it helps me with my matchy brain. And it says, what are the colors that go with it? So actually tonight I have Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, and Pool Party are my options. There are others. Sweet Sorbet is that red. Lemon Lime Twist is that kind of the color of these flowers in here. I didn't use that, and black, but I didn't want to use the black for right now because of the bee, right? That's how you would do it. All right, so cards that we're doing tonight are going to start with, let me move all these little pieces I'm playing with. 8.5 by 11, cut in half. Clearly that's not the other half. This is the other half. I was like, wait, what happened? Cut in half and scored at 4 1/4. This is the thick basic white. I don't think you can tell the difference, really. You can if you were here, but you can't. Trust me, the thick basic white gives your card much more stability. It's great for card bases. So that's my card base. I am going to use a piece of Daffodil Delight for this one, and we're going to go this way. We're going to go vertical. The other card's going to go horizontal. So this one, and I cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put this one down. So I don't, oh no, I'm not, because I want to show you something. 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go there. And then this is 3 3/4 by 5, just to give us a little smidge. So before I glue this down, this is what I wanted to tell you. Now, notice that you don't see any of the back of that card, do you? So you could, if you were short paper, if you didn't have any more Daffodil Delight, you could cut your eggs that we're going to use out of the middle of your card. Hey, Susan. So just keep that in mind. I'm not doing that because I didn't, and I'm not short cards, but you can. It's a little sneaky trick to help you if you're running low on paper. But remember, there's always more paper. Can never run short. All right, so I'm putting that down. And then I'm going to pop this one on top of it. But I'm leaving that little shadow around it, so it gives it kind of a frame. Also gives my card more stability. I don't know what my card has to do that it needs to be stable, but you know, you want people to know that you made this. And then I have this little piece of white that I can't remember the size, so hold on, let me tell you. I think it's 3 3¾ by 2½. 3¾ by 2½, and it goes, it's the same width as this pattern paper, and it goes across. And on there, I am going to do some eggs. I'm going to see if this egg fits, and it does, but I don't. I'm going to do some memento. Now, if you don't have anything to color with, then you don't need to worry about coloring it. You could just, and we're not coloring it tonight. We're going to leave it alone. And I'm also not going to cut this one out. The memento is looking pretty dry. I think I'm going to need to re-ink that. I'll show you that next week. All right, so we're going to put this egg down, right here. Give it a nice solid mush. Ooh, I love him. All right, and then these eggs, I use the dies that coordinate with this one. These are pretty cool. This is the, whoops, let's not lose any pieces. This is the Excellent Egg dies. So we have 1, 2, we have 3 different size eggs. Love them. We have this sweet little stitched line. We have some rickrack, not really, but a rickrack shaped die. And then I like this one too. Aren't they cool? They kind of match some of the egg design. I could go across here with them and get carried away. We're not going to get too fussy tonight with all of our dies, but I want to just show you. Also included in there is a sweet little bunny, and then this teeny little egg that gives us this. I have a really bad shadow. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get rid. Whoops. Hello. I can't get rid of the shadow by moving the camera. Let me move the light. That might make more sense. Is that better? I think that's a little bit. Whoa, no, it doesn't want to stay there. Are you better? Ish? Okay, it's tough. I checked this earlier today, but the sun was out, so it was hard to tell what I was gonna get tonight. Okay, so I used this on some pool party and Petal Pink, and then this pool party guy, and he's gonna get an egg, but I'm gonna stamp him before I do it. Hey, Deborah. All right, so I have this egg, which will fit if I wanted to cut it out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave this one here because these little eggs get lost on the pattern paper. My original thought was I was just going to put them on here, but see how they get lost? You can't really see them. So they're going to go on this white strip. This guy could go right here, or you could just stamp him. I am going to stamp on some pool party and run it through the die. So let me show you that. So here's our pool party. And I don't really like how plain this looks, so I'm going to flip this little baby over. You stand by and see what we do now. I decided today that I was going to make this card with you. I wasn't going to have it all pre-done and have it all figured out. I was going to make it with you because I might change my mind as I go and show you how the process is. It's not pre-planned. It sort of is, but not really. I mean, I knew the colors, I know the sizing, but I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. And I also didn't want to use 100 different things because I think that gets confusing. If you're new to this, you may not have everything, and then you look at it and you think, I can't, it's too much. Never mind, I didn't want to do it anyway. So if you have just black ink, you can get away with it. You can do it. The cool thing about our, let me bring this little baby over so you can see him. This embossing, cut and emboss machine is, it kind of tells you, because we never remember how to do these. They come with 3 plates. Plate number 2, plate number 1. It shows me the little sandwich right here. And then I'm going to put you and this die right here. Get on there. I'm going to have to move it again. And then put this on, okay? So let me get it down here on a smooth surface so I'm not holding it in the middle of the sky. Line up the egg. Whoops, line up, Mr. Egg. And then pop you on top. Don't wiggle it. And send it on through. Okay. There we go. So I want to show you the difference, why this looks better. I just dropped an egg over here. Good thing it's paper, not real. Come here, Mr. Egg, where are you? I dropped this one. All right, so take these guys out. And now, and notice these dies have like this stitching. Come on, you can do it. Focus, focus. Come on. It's going to do it. It'll just take it a second. All right, it's not going to. There's stitches around the edge of this. You see, there they are. What is your problem, camera? There it is. Okay. And now that looks way better to me than that looked. Just me. So I could, if I wanted, I could just pop that right on top there. And I'm going to take another piece of yellow because I feel like this needs something up there. But I am going to take the yellow and run it through. Ooh, how about some zigzag? Let's add a zigzag to it, right? Isn't that cool? The one thing you have to know when you're going to use this mini is the paper can't be this big. It can only be as big as your plates because it wouldn't fit through. So we're going to do it at 2.5, which will give us a skinny one and a good size one. It's great for using up your scraps or making more. I really like this paper. I do. So I thought, well, it's a good way to use it. It's not Eastery really, but it could be. It's springy. And the only reason I really felt like I needed the white background is it was too busy for the cutout eggs. It just didn't do it. All right, so we have this sweet little, all right, let's get going here. We're gonna put you down. I'm gonna go this way and put it down. Because you know I'll lose things, right? We are gonna put you down right here. And we're going to pop you on with some dimensionals. And I don't know. I think I'm going to like this card. I hope I'm going to like it. I really am doing this as I go. I really am not sure how this is going to create. I might keep adding things and wish I'd stopped 10 minutes ago. That's going to go like that. And you are going to go right along here, kind of tucked under Mr. Egg. Get under there. Get under the egg, right there. All right. Or do I want him up here? You know what? I do want him on the top. He's going there. Okay. So he needs a little bit of adhesive. I love this rickrack. It looks so real. I love it. Tuck you right there. He looks really cool. Tucked in there. Ooh, lay down. Then I have this guy, which is going to go right there. Now, I didn't do it because it's a ton of itty bitty little pieces, but when you run this through, you actually get these little pieces that you could pop in your egg if you wanted to fill it in, which is kind of cool, right? So I have that one. I have, this does the top, because I cut two. I cut one out of blue and one out of pink, right? Don't we love it? Okay. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Glad you found us. Okay. All right. So that's going to go like that. And then do I have room for a sentiment? Well, let's see. This is thinking of you. I would love to get Hello Spring in there. Do you think Hello Spring would fit right here? Well, it would if I do my egg after. So Hello Spring is going to get stamped right there. Again, I'm building this as I go. So sometimes you mess up. I do too. It looks so cool, Susan. I like it pieced. Let's grab Hello Spring. All right, there's that. And now we're going to piece our egg. So we're going to glue our egg down. Then I have another card to share with you too. That way, I guess. Okay, there's that one. Oops, come here. The only thing you have to be careful about is what's the front, what's the back. And you pop this one in. Right? So cute. And then I'm going to leave that other one white. I'm going to leave this strip white. And I'm going to do this one at the top. Right here. So there is that one. Super simple, right? But oh so cute. The dies and the stamps and the paper do all the work. Okay, so we have another one. Let's try that. That one is going to use, I just have to make sure I don't lose anything in my travels here. That one is over here. And that's going to have the white base, again, that 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Remember, there's a cutting blade and a scoring blade. And I am going to use, this is the back to that same paper we just used, but this is the back side. And if you put it down, you'll notice it's too long. I prep my paper. I like the love it, chop it. Let me bring this over here. That's a long story and I'll tell you about it another day, but I prep my paper so that I'm ready to cut. So all of my designer series paper, I cut into 4-inch strips and then I cut again at half. And that gives me what I'm probably going to want for my card front or something I can always trim down. So it's 4 inches wide and it's going to be 5 1/4. And that's going to go right there. And I'm going to put it down so I don't lose it. And I really just wanted this to be all about the egg. So I'm going to use this egg, which is the same color. It's not really standing out a great deal, but I like the tone on tone of it. And then the only thing I did use, which is an addition to this bundle, is I've talked about this punch before, and I'm not going to remember its name, but you cut a 1-inch strip and you can either get a pennant that has the little V in or the opposite version. I'll post all the links later. I told you that already. And I'm going to make this the 4 inches across that I made my card front because I want it to fit on there. And that is going to go right across my card down here. And I'm going to put thinking of you on that. So this isn't necessarily Easter, although it could be. Thinking of you. And then I'm going to use Mr. Bunny. And I'm going to use, let's go with copper clay. Thank you. Susan, you help me out with its names all the time. I never remember the names of things. I'm terrible. All right, so we're going to take a piece of white and we're going to stamp our bunny. And I'm using copper clay. Stamp our bunny. Oh, he's super cute. Right? All right. And I wanted to stamp something else on this too, but I can't think of what it is right now. Oh, my egg. My egg, my egg, my egg. This egg is really cute. I don't know if I'm going to like the copper bunny. I may wish he was black. I thought I liked the idea, but I've told you before, I'm super matchy-matchy. So this egg has this great detail. I'm going to go this way. No, Mr. Bunny has to be black. He can't be copper on this card for now. Sorry, Bunny. So we're going to clean him up for a second. Bunny. Oh, you're over here. With my Stampin' Scrub. I know lots of people use the chamois. I just can't get there. I love the Stampin' Scrub. It is my favorite tool. Yeah. So now let's do a bunny in black and see if we like him better. Yep, I do. Now, I could color him in if I wanted. I know. See? He really does. All right, fine. We will grab some. We'll get some blends in a second. All right, so let's bring you back for a minute. And let's get you set up with the next one. I want you to see it, though. Like so. And then we have our bunny. He's going to go right there. And then, is this the right egg or do I need another one? No, that was too little. I need another egg. Super cool. Those bunnies beg to be colored in too. All right, fine. We're going to color it in. Remember I said it was going to be super simple? I lied. It's going to need to be colored in. But coloring is not hard. It's just another step. This is what happens when I make the cards with you. I get carried away sometimes. Remind me, I used to label, It's been a few years, you guys, since I've done just cards. It probably shows. But I used to label my punches so I would know, because they don't have any knowledge about what they are. You're just supposed to remember that. I am not good at remembering. All right, so there's Thinking of You. And I'm going to wish I did it on the other side, because I want it on the right, not the left, because, you know, that's me. And so we'll do Thinking of You now. We'll do it again. We just flip her over. Flip her over. And start again. I just don't know if I have room for the egg and the bunny. Well, maybe. Let's see. We'll make it work. Okay, Thinking of You. So if this isn't going to go the way I think it's going to go, it'll move up here a little. And it will go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that edge off. I'm going to shorten this down. I didn't think I was going to, but I am, because I want it there. And we're going to put this down first before we get too carried away with all of our color. And then we're going to color. So we're going to put You. Let's come down here a little, right there. All right, Thinking of You, ready to go. Now we're going to do a little coloring of our bunny. Ooh, what does Bunny want to be? I think Bunny should be, I wonder how this color looks. This is light Calypso Coral. So I'm going to do, yes, my bunnies are going to be Calypso Coral. They can be any color they want. They're my bunnies. I'm not going to do a whole lot of shading or anything, because what I'm going to do is let the stamp set, the artist on this that created the stamp set, put detail on these bunnies. Not a lot, but a little. And that shading will help. You can see that I'm just barely touching this pen to the bunny. For some reason, I can't talk in color. Isn't he sweet? And he's picking up just enough. Susan, you were right. He needed to be colored in. I was talking about this earlier today with someone, how, and I posted a little video on our Cricut page too, about this type of card making. No Cricut, no computer involved, is seriously one of the most relaxing things that you can do. If you've been a Cricut crafter, and like I was, and you've not tried this, I'm telling you, it is a different planet. Okay, let's do this bunny that way too. Now I can come back and do the flowers and the leaves and all of that as well, but I don't want to keep you here all night long. I just will get Mr. Bunny down here. He looks really cute. And then we're going to grab our dimensionals again. I really feel like the rest of this egg should be colored in. If you've never colored before, I loved learning how to color, just basic coloring it in, just like we did when we were little, with the colored pencils. They're a little bit more forgiving. This stuff looks so cool though. Oh, that's why this was supposed to be up higher. Kara. It's supposed to be up higher, so the Thinking of You is behind the top of the egg, not the bottom. Goodness. Remember that? So put Bunny down and then tuck you under. There. Goodness. And then Mr. Bunny is going to go down the bottom. This one little baby bunny. Oh, I love it. All right. I think I'm going to come back with some green, maybe. Those are the two. Not at all related. Do not look at all the same. We used the excellent eggs bundle. This is available. You'll have time to get it before Easter, and I'm telling you, there's so many choices. I have more to show you this week. They'll be a little bit more predictable because I have planned them a little bit, but I wanted to just wing it and see how it went. Thanks for coming, you guys. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.